So Broadchurch is, rather than being a TV series where you get a self-contained story within every week's episode, it's one story that goes across 8 hours of television. And one of the big challenges of that is to emotionally dig deep enough into all these characters to make it interesting for an audience to give up 8 hours of their life to watch. So it starts with a death that the local police team need to investigate. But he wanted to do much more than just a police investigation. So it's how that murder affects the local community. It's how it rips the community apart, and how the outside forces of the church and newspapers, the media, friends and family of the victim, all seem to want their own version of the story. They all want to be part of the narrative. They all want a piece of what is going on, for good and bad reasons.
Like, read-throughs are always weird because you're really excited to meet everybody, but you just wish the kind of coffee morning meeting everyone would last rather than the read-through. The read-through is always a bit, nerve-wracking, particularly I think 90% of us are doing a different accent, and, it's just you're finding your feet. You've had no rehearsal yet, you've not met your husband or your children or anything, so it's exciting, but it's always a bit you're quite tentative.
These are always sort of weird days, especially when it's a brand new production as this is, just because everyone's a little bit disorientated and a little bit nervy, a little bit, everyone's finding their place, and you're trying to remember names of people you might have met once, and so there's lots going on in the first read-through morning.
Terrifying. I don't like read-throughs, I find them very scary.
No, I've been looking forward to today for a while, since I got the part, working with James Strong. I've worked with him before, and we're all the Tenant Meister. So I'm looking forward to it, James. I'm looking forward to it, to doing some serious drama, and it's going to be a big project.
It's always very exciting. I mean, read-throughs are they're funny things because no one's ever given it a full character, but it all of a sudden comes to life. So yeah, we get a really good feel for what's happening, and it's just great to meet everybody. It's like first day of school, isn't it?
But everyone kind of knows a few people, don't know a few other people. You're kind of trying to make a good first impression, but it's just a terrifying room of people.
It's just a nice way to get to meet everyone, for the writers and everyone else, costume, makeup, to get to meet everyone, and then we can just get on with making it, really.
It feels good. I want to get in. I want to get stuck in. It's a couple of people here I already know, a couple of people I know-ish, and some people I don't know-ish at all. So just looking forward to meeting. I've got a family who are here as well, so looking forward to meeting my kids.
Yeah, so it's exciting because you don't know where you're going to go yet, but it's so well written, and the character arcs for everyone are incredibly detailed that you're given so much information on the page that for us to take away it's kind of easy for us to then, because we've got all the backstories given to us, so then it's just I suppose for me and Andy, who plays Mark, my husband, it's for us to work out our relationship, which is this week, which is rehearsal week, and then we start shooting on Monday.
The characters are very different to what I'm used to playing, which is what I wanted to do, and I'm going to play him very different than I've played anything else. And I know he's got psychic abilities, which is a bit strange, but I like strange. Strange is good.
I tried on some of the costumes, which always makes a huge difference to how you sort of envisage a character. So with that in mind, I've got a good idea as to how I want to play her. Yeah.
I've been down to the place where we're going to film. I did a little kind of day or two recce myself and just chat to people. Want to do the dialects.
I've had the script for a little while. It's kind of constantly changing, but yeah, it's kind of getting into it. It's a really interesting part. So doing my research and stuff. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm just literally terrified this time. But that will go.
Not a clue, don't know anything. Not a clue at the moment. It's all to be discovered.
From what I've read, it's fantastic, and I think it's going to be really, really good. But personally for me, I don't particularly want to know where the story's going really, and I think the viewers will feel the same. Because if you watch those first 3 episodes, you really don't know what characters are connected with whom and all the secrets that people have got. So it's going to be interesting, exciting and interesting.
Jodie Whittaker and Vicky and I have always wanted to work together, and we sort of know each other. And Jodie I love, so I'm excited about it.
Today, at the first read-through, it's about a year since, probably 15 months since I started writing the very first script of Broadchurch. I wrote it without a commission from anyone on spec for myself, and then I took it to Laura Mackie at ITV and asked her whether she was interested. And then we started, and they paired me up with Kudos, and then we started assembling a cast, and we got very lucky with our cast and 2 brilliant casting directors, Victor Jenkins and Kelly Valentine Hendry, and we started to have people in to read and started to assemble a cast that I can't really believe is here in this room today. So it's an extraordinary journey for me from 15 months ago, just having an idea, to being in this room today with the most extraordinary set of actors. So it's very exciting and completely terrifying.
I worked with Chris, the writer, for a few years on a number of projects, and we did a film last year, and then we were sat in a bar afterwards talking about what to do next, and Chris said, I've always wanted to do like a crime drama about my hometown and where I live in Dorset. And I said, well, you should just write it. And so he, and then about 2 or 3 months later, he sort of emailed me and said, I've done it. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. And read it, and it was brilliant. And so I've been fortunate enough to be involved from the start, really.
I hope with a read-through, I think it's a great chance to see everybody together, to see how the families work, to see what the actors bring to their parts, to hear the scripts read for the first time, to hope they make sense, and really get a sense of the feel of the piece, really.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the read-through for episodes 1 and 2 of Broadchurch, written by Mr. Christian. I will start. I'm Richard Stokes, the producer. We'll go this way.
I'm Chris Chipper, I'm the writer and executive producer. James Strong, the director.
Olivia Colvin playing Ellie Miller.
David Tennant playing Alec Harvey.
Victor McClure playing Carol White. Maureen Quirk playing Susan Wright.
The first person we signed was Olivia Colman. David Tennant was very soon after that, with 2 fantastic names, extraordinary talents, and lovely people to work with.
Well, David and Olivia are they're very tricky actors.
We don't talk to anyone else. We
have it written in our contracts.
We have this little room that we stay in.
Just us.
We live in this, and we don't speak to the others. It's just awful. It works quite well. It's worked quite well for us. Yeah.
It's an awful cast, extremely violent and aggressive, and very rude. It's been hard getting on with Jodie Whittaker. She's very picky and pessimistic and negative, and very rude and aggressive.
I love him. I've worked with him before, but we didn't have any scenes together, so it's been brilliant. But he when he's on set, he gets pecked from either side, from me and Olivia, just asking him to entertain us.
And the same goes for Olivia Colman. Very bullish and aggressive, and also quite rude.
He's just there, so we just feel that he's the one that needs to entertain us all day. But there's not. You have to have. It's been good because we've had lightness in between scenes, because without it, it's shooting from August until December, and it's obviously incredibly emotional material. So I'm so glad that me and Andy get on and we have a good laugh in between, as much as you can.
Why don't you talk about my character and I'll talk about yours?
Okay, he's horrible. He's a bad cop, good cop.
Yeah,
he's grumpy and rude and taciturn and not very likeable.
Whereas Ellie's very approachable, very affable, possibly less scrupulous as a result.
Yeah, not very good at my job.
Yeah.
Getting better then.
You like to see the best in people.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to win him over. I bet by the end. I bet he's lovely.
Yeah. They do. I mean, I think they set each other off quite well, don't they? Although I don't think they particularly appreciate each other. I think they're probably because they're so different, they form quite a good team.
You're sort of seeing other aspects of people through each other's eyes.
Yes.
Quite handy, actually.
Yes. Yes, Hardy's slightly bloodless approach is probably balanced quite nicely by
By the game. No,
they're all
far
lovely.
Too nice.
Well, I'm the father of the boy who's died. So I'm married to Beth, played by Jodie Whittaker.
I love the way Chris has written Beth. I think she's got a lot of strength in her, considering she's going through such a traumatic time. And it's been amazing to work as in the family unit opposite Andy Buchan and things, because the way that relationship develops has been really interesting and you know and complicated, which is, as an actor, more interesting to play.
As you'd expect when you receive a piece of news that a member of your family has died, then it's just been, you know, Mount Vesuvius really. So you can't even insult families by saying that you know what they've been through, but you know, you do your research and you try to at best to imagine what it could be like, possibly, or something close to that, because you'll never truly know until you've actually been through it. But we desperately trying to be as truthful as we possibly can and respectful to those people. So
You're playing someone who's devastated and their entire world has collapsed, but people do get through the day and they do get from A to B, so it's a massive challenge to kind of not play broken, because you are, but I am still a mother to another child, and you know, and still trying to get through the day.
So I play the vicar in this community, a young vicar. And at first I was like, oh, surely I'm far too young to be a vicar, but I went and met a 32-year-old vicar and did some research and hung out with him for a bit, which was fascinating. And I think it makes it quite interesting, because he's obviously got, you know, he's got his congregation, but when this kind of horrible thing happens, he wants to help the community and to kind of, you know, get more people in the church and kind of do whatever he can to make people's lives a bit easier. So yeah, I've been doing lots of sermons and church services and things, which it's been really good. Yeah, it's very odd being dressed as a vicar, wandering around a church and kind of standing outside and saying hello to people as they walk past, because, you know, people do still come visit the church and things. I kind of feel like I have to go. I'm not really the vicar, I'm just pretending to be. I'm sure there's a law against it.
Yeah, so our characters are, I'm obviously from a national paper and you're from the local.
Yeah.
And we end up sort of teaming up together, so they become a little unit.
Well, when you come along, it's a huge opportunity for Ollie to get involved.
Huge.
Massive.
He has been described as my bitch, which I'm happy to go with.
Yeah, on numerous occasions, the puppy dog bitch.
She's got a purpose, and the purpose is to, you know, feed the public with the information.
Yeah, so you put forward a story from Broadchurch to the nation, and this paper, the Daily Herald, has the ability to skew what you say.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the media do, and they can really mess things up, or they can get it right. And I think Karen strives to get it right, yeah. But in the process, she gets messed about a bit.
Well, I hadn't been to West Bay or Bridport before in my life, but I've been to Bristol before, where we did a lot of the filming as well, and I was here in Bridport about 4 weeks ago, when we had gorgeous weather, and it's really makes a difference if you're in a really nice location. I mean, it's not so great today, obviously, but it makes a nice change from an inner city industrial estate, let's say, where I seem to have spent a lot of my time in various other series.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I've never been to this part of the world before. I mean, when we was filming here a couple of weeks ago, it was absolutely gorgeous. My son was beaten down, makeup department was smothering us in factor 50 or whatever it's called. But that's obviously changed now because it's pouring down. But what a beautiful part of the world it really is. And staying in a beautiful trailer park, caravan park, whatever you want to call it, right by the sea. So I take my lovely dog Bailey, who's in the drama with me, who plays my character's dog, So we've been along the beach this morning. So yeah, no, it is. It's fabulous, really lovely. Even in this weather, it's fabulous.
I think the local community are very happy to have us here. I mean, there is a certain economic benefit that we bring. We pay for all the locations, we pay for the unit basis, so there is an element of economy that we are bringing down here. But the main job really is for our location manager and our director and all aspects of the team just to treat the area with respect and enjoy our time down here and be good to the local community. I think there's always a danger with a film crew that when we first arrive there is an element of a novelty factor that people sort of enjoy the difference of having a film crew around, just seeing how the behind the scenes elements of how it all works. And then after we've been there for a while, actually we're quite big and we're cumbersome and we're in the way and we close roads down and we close shops down and people start to get a little bit annoyed. We're only down here for a couple of weeks, so I think we've been able to get away with not outstaying our welcome, which is great. So I think they've quite enjoyed us being around.
Well, most of the locals are appearing in it. I met a lady, I went to the fishmongers this morning, 9 o'clock, get some skate wings, and I met a lady this morning and she said that they're going to be filming tonight till 11 or 12 o'clock. I said, oh, good luck with that, I won't be. But yeah, no, they're very much part of it, and it's a very small community, as is Broadchurch, and everyone knows everyone, so yeah, no, they're really part of it. And all the local children, got lots of children filming today when we're doing which was going to be an exterior playground scene. Because of the weather we've now had to put it inside a cafe, but that's show business. But yeah, no, I think they're enjoying us, hopefully, being here.
Unfortunately today it has been raining. My job as a producer, a lot of people ask, what does a producer do? I suppose in very simple terms, my job is to come up with plan B, C, D and E on the assumption plan A won't happen, plan B might fail, and plan C may be a bit too difficult. So I need lots of various different plans in order to make the day work, and the plan for today, if it rained, was to try and find some interior locations. So we've inhabited, we've got 2 units shooting today, so it's a big day. And we've inhabited all the cafes in West Bay and shot 2 sequences that were meant to be exterior, interior in cafes, and I think we've just about got away with it. So that's been a little tricky, but in the scale of things, that's not a huge problem. So I have at the moment been blessed with a very good and very smooth production.
It's been great, actually. I think Chris is such a brilliant writer, and it's such a big ensemble piece, and it's been funny because I've been kind of popping in and out, so there's not been kind of 2 days where I've been on the trot, but it's really interesting the way it's unfolding, and I still have no idea who's done it or any of that, but we all have our suspicions. But yeah, it's been really good.
We're working on episode 5 at the moment. There's 8 episodes, so we've still got quite a way to go. So I'm as intrigued as anyone else to see what the flipping hell it's all about.
We took a decision that it would be that none of the actors would know who did it, and that so we didn't want anybody who, the person who it was to be influenced by that knowledge. So we thought it was, and I thought it was fun.
We have found that the cast and the crew have actually been rather excited by the idea of not knowing who it is, and so we have cast members and crew members with all sorts of amazing theories about who it might be. And in some ways that's been great for us, because we hope that is how the audience will respond to it, that when they watch it they will come up with the same theories, the same questions, and come up with the same myriad ideas as to who it might be.
Well, it's quite useful from our point of view, because we are, as the detectives investigating the case, we don't know.
You genuinely have to suspect everybody.
Yeah.
Like they would have to.
And you do find yourself scrutinising every answer that you're given, and every
Nudging
sort
each
of...
other.
Yeah. Hopefully we're slightly less camp on camp.
Oh yeah, only a little bit. Well, I'm less camp.
Yeah, I'm probably not. So I think it's quite useful, actually. I think the circumstances are quite it's beneficial.
It's been really interesting, actually, because I've never worked on anything that's done that before, where I've not known what the end was. So yeah, and it's really weird in some sense, because you do get slightly obsessed with who you think it is, and we find ourselves getting in like arguments, going, no, I think it's them, and I don't know if it's me.
I don't know. I quite like the fact that none of us know who's done it, I don't know. I think it'd be quite strange if it is me. But you know, anything can happen.
I think it's great that none of us know yet who it is, because there's always that risk that you might actually play, you know, being them. And yet it could be, there's a chance that it could be me, but a slim chance, but a chance. And I think we're finding out quite soon who exactly it is.
I haven't got a clue. They're doing a book. The actors are doing a book, a betting, you know, thing on who we think it might be, and at the moment everyone's in it, so we don't know. It'll be fascinating.
Well, there's in the makeup track they've got everyone doing their murder faces, and we were given sort of gold and silver stars. So.
I'm not actually on it though. I have had.
You've had your photo taken?
I've had my photo taken, but I haven't made it to the wall yet, which gives me a good chance that I'm not in line.
I think maybe Chris Chibnall came in and ripped it down. Don't want anyone getting around.
I don't know.
I think I've got a beady eye on you, to be honest with you. All this kind of smiling benevolence. I'm sure there's the dead eyes of a killer behind you. Look at that. That's a killer's face.
Hopefully the cast have been brought to life, brought the characters to life in the stuff we've been doing. And I mean, I've been very pleased with the performances and the way that they have, taken hold of their characters and hopefully delivered performances which are kind of real and believable and credible and exciting. And I think we've done that, hopefully.
So the scene we do tonight, it starts in Clevedon at night, and it's a reenactment of the night of the crime, the night of the murder. So it's the family, the press, the police, the local community following young actor Adam, who's playing the reenactment role of the boy who died on a skateboard going through the street of Broadchurch. So we'll be filming that tonight. So it's a lot of the regular cast. In fact, one of the few scenes when we've got, I think, pretty much all of them in one scene together. So it's a big night. A lot of trailers, a lot of people in makeup and costume, getting everybody ready for it.
For these things are done all the time. You see it on Crown Watch and things like that when they do it. But I remember seeing a documentary recently about someone who'd gone missing, and they showed the recreation to everyone that was involved, and it was incredibly upsetting to everyone, because there is that thing of, how did someone not see, or how things are missed, or how did he get out of our house without us hearing? And I just think in any situation like this there must be a lot of guilt that isn't necessarily justified, but you just would feel it.
Cut there, thank you. Inboard, guys, let's clear the road, please. Okay, everyone off the road.
I mean, if we're that intrigued by it and we're part of it, imagine what the audience is going to feel when they watch it. It's certainly going to be a drama that you wouldn't want to miss too many episodes. I really think once you start with it, you've got to stick with it, because it's so intriguing. All these secrets, what different characters have got, and I read the script going, didn't know that, look at them, all that's going on with her. And so it is, it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be really good telly. I'm so pleased I'm in it.